Hey everybody, we are here at the Disneyland Hotel. We are doing a check of Disneyland Resort, looking around for new fun stuff. We've not really done videos like this in the past outside of like holidays and builds for like haunt season, Halloween season obviously at Disneyland when they're putting out the decorations. Obviously ride builds and so on, but people have asked us before, like all the stuff we put on social media of like new merchandise and decorations and all that, like why not just put them on YouTube? So I thought, well, let's do a few of them. So sometimes it'll be Carmel, sometimes it'll be myself, but we'll try and give you a little taste of what's going on at Disneyland, not or wherever it is we're visiting. So with that said, we always start at the Disneyland Hotel. We always make the walk. Let's start looking around. So I'd say at least 90% of the time we start our looks at Disneyland. Now it's wherever on the outskirts at the hotels, marketplaces, downtown, whatever. Just because there's a lot of things that pop up there that a lot of people don't go looking for. They kind of head straight into the park. So usually we will do that. A lot of times we'll find new merchandise that'll show up, different types of stuff out here. And also there's just some unique things, sometimes the characters, decor, all of that. That said, I don't anticipate much today, but we'll see. If there is, we'll share it here. So when we're checking out the hotel, we kind of have a rotation of checking out Paradise and Grand Cal and Disneyland Hotel and also the towers. It's not like we do every single tower every time, but that said, it's just a lot more fun than the tram to me. I know the tram's more direct, but whenever possible, like on a day like today, Carmel's here as well. She's parking, so she dropped me off right across the street. But we park just over in Pixar and Friends or Mickey and Friends or whatever and make our way over. That said, let's head on inside the Frontier Tower, just in case there's anybody that watches this that doesn't make their way over there. It's kind of a cool reminder of why the hotels are cool to check out, because there's always neat stuff to see. And this one is very consistent, doesn't change much at all over here, but still fun. So I think this model is ridiculously cool, and the fact that it's just accessible to check out at any time I think is super awesome. So I always try to get over here during the holiday seasons. They decorate with Christmas trees and all of that, but I like to just see this. Not too much else to see over here, so we'll make our way to downtown Disney. People on our social media always seem to want to see what is front and center at the Disney dress shop, so I'm not sure if all of you on YouTube care about the same, but we'll show you real quick. Star Wars. The dress is going for $128 each. Alright, World Disney has been stocking up on the Pixar stuff at the front of the park, and they've got a bunch of new Forky stuff as well as Onward. Let's take a look at some of this Onward merch. $26.99. Cool, the wizard staff. You can see them put this to use in Tomorrowland at the preview they have going on right there right now. It's pretty awesome, the father. Mugs are pretty great. $19.99. Alright, and then across the way we got all sorts of Forky stuff. Just want a talking action figure. It's going for 20 bucks. And this is the one that caught our eye. It's kind of from these toy box ones. $14.99. Too pricey for us to pick up, but like them. Forward to getting more and more popular with this new Disney Plus series. So him and Onward are front and center here on this side of the store. And the Star Wars section, we still got all the Baby Yoda stuff we've had for a while. The child, this is the first we've seen of this Tatooine jersey. We're running $69.99 to go with the Hoth one, which we've shared on social media before. We love the jerseys. Since we were just talking Onward merchandise, might as well talk about the characters coming to the park. March 5th, the next Disney After Dark, it'll be over at DCA for Pixar. And Ian and Barley Lightfoot, the Tom Holland and Chris Pratt characters, will make their debut as meet and greet characters. So you can check them out at night. We don't normally do the Disneyland After Dark events just because we have passes and there usually isn't enough entertainment value, we feel, to justify the extra money, but we'll see if we make it out to one of them this year. That said, it seems like a neat one there, with it being a couple of new characters and all that. They'll be debuting for regular park guests the day after in the daytime. Also coming to DCA, the Food and Wine Festival, that is February 28th. Carmel will be here in the day doing video on that. I'll probably do a little bit of video as well as I get here in the evening after work and all of that. Magic Happens, a new daytime parade, also that day. So it should be a really busy, not super fun day in that regard on February 28th and that whole weekend, as Food and Wine brings all new crowds and obviously a brand new daytime parade that people have been wanting for quite some time. People seem to be getting pretty hyped about also coming that day. So plan accordingly if you're coming out that weekend. And no surprise, it is a busy evening at the parks because most evenings are busy these days. It's a Tuesday, 5:30 I believe it is, and yeah, definitely busy. Some people are off for holidays this week, but no surprise when the parks are busy anytime before those last hours of the night these days. Although we still find some soft times in doing these video series. We'll kind of share more of that when we find those good spots, days, times, whatever. We'll definitely include them in these. All right, with it technically being the off season, it's that time of year. There's some touch-ups. I've got some work going on over here, and obviously a whole lot more work going on at the soon-to-be opened Avengers Campus. Down at this end, we've been sharing on social a while, like updates, things like that, but we'll include some as we get closer now on YouTube as well. We haven't really done much of that in the past, but keep an eye out for more of that. And rather than just put it on social, put it here as well. That said, they've been promoting a lot with the idea of the new launching animatronic, promotion in the air with Spider-Man, as well as obviously the Spider-Man ride coming, various meet and greets. It's kind of in that new mode of lands where it's got a ride and lots of shopping, kind of a food court mall type vibe. Beyond that, start out, obviously it'll also connect to Guardians of the Galaxy here. All right, so outside of going on the Pixar Pal Around, this is kind of our favorite view of the new attractions or the new land. It's not a ton of decor yet, but you get the vibe for what has come together, especially if you go and take a look at the concept art, put it side by side. It's coming along. In just a few months, a lot more will be revealed. All right, we made our way to Paradise Garden Grill area, where we usually, I should say usually, but one of our kind of consistent spots is the Boardwalk Pizza, pasta. We always get pasta there. 25 bucks for 2 meals, soda, water, obviously water being free, but we find it to be a pretty decent price. That's with discount, our AP discount, so not too bad, all things considered, eat at Disneyland. 25 bucks is definitely pretty filling. This also comes with meatballs. I get it without the meatballs, but if you're looking for something maybe a little off the track, a lot of times it's not quite as busy over in this area. All right, they have been doing some work in the front of Tomorrowland here to give it a little bit better of a kind of a retro futurism type of a look to it. We were just in Florida, Disney World, rode the People Mover like a million times. It makes me even more bitter that we don't have People Mover here anymore. But that said, this is looking pretty cool. This has been added since our last visit, at least. Definitely calls back to a Tomorrowland. The past, you can see across the way, also over there. So it feels like every few days here, there's something a little bit different as they're putting some work in quietly over here, which is nice. It's always nice when they do some little improvements and there aren't big press releases or, you know, noise. That said, you have to see a press release someday for People Mover. Not that it would ever come back. The tracks can't even hold it anymore these days, as probably everybody watching this video knows. But still sad we don't have them. And we're making our way over to a super busy Star Trader, as it usually is. I just wanted to note, if you are a cast member, tons of The Last Jedi and Solo Black Series and figures. I mean, even as recent as Jaina is showing up at Company D, the company store. So you got to be an employee to get in, or know an employee that can get you in. But we saw those, they're 12 bucks at Company D. These figures are sitting there for 2 bucks the other day that we were there. So stuff to find as they finally start clearing out some of their Last Jedi and Solo stuff, although not all of it yet. All right, I think we are going to wrap up this video right by the Haunted Mansion, still under refurb. Obviously, we'll be keeping an eye on that and sharing anything we find with that as it comes. Thanks for following along with us in this video today. We will be putting up lots more videos of this style, from everything from conventions to the parks and everything else. So please like and subscribe if you are at all interested in being kept up to date with things. So with that said, we're going to wrap up here. Until next time, we'll see you in line somewhere.